Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, tick the parts that do resonate, and if it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to use the Animal Oracle cards. We're going to get an overall energy for what you may be struggling with. We're going to look at current energies, what you maybe need to look at, and then we'll look at future energies for the energies that may possibly be coming in for you. We're going to get some tarot, some clarifiers, and close out with an oracle, and we will be using my Green Witch Tarot for the first set of tarot. There are links down below. If you just go below the video and do the show more, there's some links to the tarot cards that I use, to just click on those. I think it's good to have a set of tarot cards for yourself. I think it's something really cool to explore and to get into and to have. All right, so what's going on with Capricorn and who needs to hear a message? All right, so what you may be struggling with is life is speeding up. So time may be going quickly quickly for you, and you may be like, oh my gosh, where's the time going? I'm not getting everything done that I need to get done, or that there are some things that maybe you need to focus on or you need to do that, time is going by, and that there are things that you have to focus on or you have to deal with or you have to work through or you have to sort through. We have Turkey Spirit. For current energies, give with gratitude and grace, and I feel like that's being thankful for what you have in the moment, because this is current energies. So just being appreciative for all of the positive things that are going on in your life, however big or small those may be, and to focus on those things. And that, I feel like that helps to ground you and helps you to see all of the positive things and the positive energies that you have around you. Sometimes we're too busy focusing on things in the past, or what is it that we want to do in the future, but being really thankful, kind of forgetting to be thankful for the now. And then we have Peacock Spirit and let it shine, and that's that future energy. And I feel like that's you just letting it shine, showing your beauty, being proud of yourself, showing your feathers to everyone. And just being proud of yourself. It's not even that you have to show it to everyone else, but it's shining within yourself, and other people can just automatically pick that up, but feeling proud of yourself and your own accomplishments. Bottom of the deck, we have Armadillo Spirit. Ooh, I need more coffee. Set healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is extremely important for it. I don't feel that it is putting walls up around yourself to not to not close people off, but I feel like if there are people or situations or triggers that are around you, it's kind of setting those healthy boundaries so that you're not exposing yourself to that. There may be people in your life that you have to deal with that are toxic or that kind of trigger you, but it's, setting those healthy boundaries to say, okay, yeah, I know I have to deal with this person. I'm going to make it this interaction short and sweet, and just get it over with, and not let myself be too involved in that energy of that person. Also, it could be that maybe with this speeding up, that it could be that maybe it's time for you to set some healthy boundaries with some things, people, or situations around you, to look out for yourself as time is really going by. Gertrude. Sorry, there's some people out in the hallway, and she's protecting the house. Maybe it's time to set those healthy boundaries. All right, so let's get some tarot. The Holly King, which is the Hermit. And Again, I feel like with setting that healthy boundaries is the Hermit is walking away from this house and the security of the house, right? He's taking some time to himself to think about things and to work on things and to shine a light on those things, on doing that inner work and those things that are important to him and kind of finding some answers, right? So that may be what you're struggling with, and that's what you need to do, is that life is speeding up and that maybe it's time for you to really look at those things that make you happy and to focus on you, to have you time. Maybe, you're so busy with other things in your life that you're not taking that time to focus on you, to focus on those things that are important to you and to do that inner work for yourself. Yeah, taking time for yourself. She's kind of sitting there by herself on the bench. And I feel like it's taking that time to yourself to work on those things and do that inner work and find what makes you happy. Again, I feel like this one represents setting healthy boundaries, because we have the Two of Swords here, and that one person is kind of, he's leaning back and he's like, whoa, wait a minute, and this person's coming towards him, but he has his hand in his pocket. So is he's kind of wondering, okay, what do you got going on there? Like, what are you saying? What are you doing? Let me analyze this first before I move forward with anything. There may be something that you have to look at, right? Is there a situation with someone or something that you need to set those healthy boundaries, and it's time to do that? The battle wagon, which is the Chariot, which is that forward movement and laying down that path that works best for you and feeling like you're in the driver's seat, right? That you're in control of where this battle wagon is going. That's what you have to believe, and that's what you have to focus on, is that you're in the driver's seat, and always remembering that, right? Not giving that wheel to somebody else, that you're in control, you're in the power. The High Priestess, that inner feeling, that inner voice, trusting your own gut, trusting your own instinct, trusting what you feel works for you, right? Listening to that, being more in tune of that, that maybe before you were ignoring those things, and now it's time to really listen to those feelings and to make more effort and energy to really, if you're feeling a certain way, is to take actions, right? Seven of Cups, thoughts, possibilities. She's kind of thinking, right? She's thinking about, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What choices do I want to make? We have this beautiful butterfly here that just caught my eye, and I feel like that's you blossoming, right? That's you, again, like being like the peacock and having that inner strength and that inner confidence, and you coming into your own power because you're driving the battle wagon. You're at the wheel. You're directing where it's going. You're feeling like you're more in control of what's going on in your life. We have the Sun card. I love it. Positive energy. Sun, let it shine. And then we have the Sun card, right? Shining, feeling happy, feeling positive, doing those things that make you happy and give you that energy. The Star, staying positive. Again, having that direction that you want to go in, that positive direction, and just coming out of your shell. I feel like it's coming out of your shell. But realizing that time is going by fast, and it's like you don't want more time to go by where if you're feeling... if you're not feeling fulfilled, if you're not feeling happy, if you're not feeling satisfied, if you feel like something's missing, if you feel like there's something that needs to be tended to, if you feel like there are some healthy boundaries that need to be set, I feel like time does go by so quickly, and it's like, if you know that there's something that you have to deal with or tend to or look at or focus on, that don't let too much time go by, because before you know it, you look back and years have gone by and you're like, where did that time go? And don't miss that energy or that opportunity to be at the driver's seat, right? And taking control of where this is going. Ace of Cups, new relationships, new feelings. Your cup is overflowing with happiness and good things and positivity, and you're surrounding yourself with positive things, with relationships and people that are happy, that see your growth, that are, encouraging you to make these changes, to pursue those dreams, that you're shining, and they say, wow, you're really doing good. Excuse me. And you're setting those healthy boundaries because you're keeping yourself more in that positive energy. Or over here, you may be in the energies or surrounded by people that you're questioning, right? Right here with the Two of Swords. All right, bottom of the deck, the Siddhi, that is number 14, and that is Temperance. And the Siddhi are whispering in her ear and giving her suggestions and telling her, helping her to make her potion. And if there are things that you can learn, right, are there things that can help you to go on this path of this, this future energy is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, let it shine, the sun, the star, and the Ace of Cups. I mean, that's just beautiful energy that wants to come in for you, right? And having that help, or those things that help you to get to this energy, right? And with it being Temperance, that is that finding that balance with those, like I said before, setting those healthy boundaries. If there are people or situations that you have to deal with that you're not happy with, that you try to limit that or do the best that you can, and not let that energy, negative energy, absorb you. And if there are things that you can change so that you don't have to be in that energy, to work towards that, and to know that this is going to take some time to feel like you're fully in the driver's seat if you feel like you're not there and you've got some work to do. But this is beautiful energy that wants to come in here. All right, so let's get some more tarot. Definitely, I thought, just with time speeding up, it's like, yeah, like now that I'm in this good, happy place, it's like, oh, I wish I had done this 10 years ago, right? But 10 years ago, I wasn't ready to receive this energy. I wasn't ready to be in this place. I wasn't ready for this. And it's like, that's something that you have to be careful with, is that when you get to the other side and then you look back, you can't be frustrated about, oh, I really wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Because you can't be frustrated in that energy, because at that time you were doing the best that you could, and that you weren't in the energy, you weren't in the place to receive that you had to go through some more things in order to get to this point. And that's what I've had to realize too, because time does fly by. All right, the Chariot, again, so the Cancer sign, so that forward movement, that progress, being in the driver's seat. Six of Cups, not being, like I was just saying, is not being frustrated about choices that, you wish you had done this earlier, you wish you had done that sooner. It could also be that there is somebody from your past that is coming in to reconnect with you, but it's also getting yourself back into that happy place, like that fun place, that lighthearted place, enjoying like the positive, fun things that life has to offer, right? It's making sure that you have that time to yourself to enjoy those things that you like to do. The Hermit, again, Virgo, looking within on the path, finding those answers, shedding that light on that, finding out what makes you happy, right? Are there some things from your childhood that maybe you have to work on, that you have to deal with? Are there some long-term friendships that maybe have to be adjusted, that maybe you're questioning? Is that something for you to look at? Relationships, again, with relationships, right? Two of Cups, the relationship that you have with yourself, and those choices that you're making, and those relationships that you have around you, especially with that Two of Swords there. I feel like that for some of you, I feel like that's something that you have to look at. It could be with a Virgo, it could be with a Cancer sign, it could be with a Sagittarius, I think is the city, that's Temperance, yeah, Sagittarius. Not necessarily, but I feel like it's looking at those relationships, right? Questioning those relationships, and are there some adjustments that need to be made with those? Are there wands that you are carrying around on your back that need to be let go of? Are there things that you have to move away from? Are there things that you have to release? Setting healthy boundaries, again. Okay, Eight of Wands, that forward movement, that progress, taking actions. Eight of Pentacles is a new way of doing things. It could be a new job opportunity, because I was kind of feeling back here is that maybe if you're in a job that you're really not happy with, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to deal with it. There's nothing worse than having a job that you don't want to go to. I remember a while ago, there was a job that I had to go to, and I literally had an anxiety attack in the car before I even stepped into work. I did not want to go in. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. So it's like, what are those things? Looking within to find those things, those answers as to what are those. If it's a job, right? Is it something that you need to look into that maybe you need to change? Maybe go back to school or put your resume out there, or is it a new business that you want to start? Kind of maybe having something as a side hustle where you make a little bit of money, and maybe that can expand to more, or that can relieve some of the pressure of having to be at that job, right? Making those choices and taking a closer look, because he's also taking a close look at that pentacle, right? Taking a closer look at things to see what are those things that you can change, and since it's the pentacle, that could represent your job. But I also feel like it's changing those things, right? The opportunities, with that being right below the Seven of Cups, is the opportunities, and looking at new opportunities that may be coming in. Maybe that before you would have been like, no, I'm where I am. But now you're like, hey, you know what? I think I have to make some choices and some changes here. So looking into those new opportunities. Ace of Wands, I love it. Aces are new beginnings, new actions, new starts, especially with this future energy, with the Sun and the Star and the Ace of Cups. Ready to take charge of things, right? The Page of Swords is, I'm ready to handle those difficult things. Maybe before you couldn't handle those things. You needed some time to work through it, but now you're ready. You're in that energy. Okay, I'm going to make some tough decisions. Could be about your job. I'm going to make some tough decisions that I need to make, because that ultimately puts me in this better energy. Going to make some tough decisions and set some healthy boundaries with possible relationships that I feel need to be adjusted. All right, Three of Swords, letting go of those Three of Swords. Yeah, there may be some tough decisions that you have to make that may hurt, right? It may be leaving a long-time job that you had, and there's definitely some positive things about it. Or it may be a relationship that you feel, yeah, like I've known this person for a really long time, but I have to do what's best for me, and that may hurt, right? That may make you feel like, oh, it's such a tough decision. I didn't want to make the decision in the past, but now I know that I have to choose what's best for me, because I have to shine and I have to set those healthy boundaries. So I have to do what's right for me, and some of those choices may hurt, right? You have to choose what's best for you, that Four of Pentacles. Sometimes it's hard to make those decisions for yourself because you feel like you're selfish, right? And especially if you're a giver, like you're always trying to make everybody else happy, but you're leaving yourself out. But I feel like you're coming into this energy where you have to make those choices that are best for you, that bring you your happiness, and the true people that are around you to support you will see that, yeah, I'm proud of you for making that decision, because that's what you needed. Because I could see that you weren't happy, but you have to make those choices that are best for you. Page of Pentacles is making good choices, making happy choices, making better choices. And we have the Peacock here again, okay? Again, with this future energies is that peacock and letting it shine. We have the Ten of Swords. I think did we have this? No, it was the Ten of Wands, right? Letting go of those negative thoughts. It's been exhausting. It's been some big changes, but I feel like it's, again, shining a light on that. And then Judgment, awakening, renewal, revival, seeing that there are some changes you need to make, some boundaries you need to set, and it's time for you to shine, that the universe is kind of giving you this energy and these signs for you to open your eyes to see that you are making the right decisions, even though there may be some that are going to be tougher than others. But in the end, you'll see that it was the right decisions for you, because we have this beautiful energy here that wants to come in for you. Sometimes it's hard to make those decisions, right? We don't want to make those. But we have to really feel, is there something inside that's pushing me to make this, right? That wants this change, that wants this fulfillment. But that's something that you have to decide. All right, Ace of Swords, I love it. Aces are new beginnings. Let's see, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords. We did not get Ace of Pentacles, but definitely there's a lot of new beginnings and a lot of starts here for you. New way of thinking, right? New way of thinking, new way of doing, new way of feeling. I love it. All right, let's get a fortune reading card Let's close out with that. Plain. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Definitely. This reading is definitely about your life becoming more full because you're doing those things that make you happy and bring you that fulfillment. It could be traveling. Maybe you like to travel. Maybe that's why the 2 chariots came out. It's you traveling. Is it traveling? Is that something that you've wanted to do? Is that what fills your soul, right? Is that what excites your soul? Is that traveling and exploring, and that's what really energizes you? And maybe that's why we have the Hermit, which is leaving that home, is that maybe you need to do some traveling. Maybe you need to go explore. Maybe you need to, that's part of your fulfillment is traveling. Then I feel like we kind of have the star here, which goes back to the star here. Is that the direction that makes you happy? But I definitely feel that there is definitely a journey here for your life to become more full. So this is definitely exciting. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.